Hi, my name's Becky, and I'm Andrew's mom. What drew me to adoption is, first of all, I grew up in a family of 10 children. I'm number 7 out of 10. I have 5 sisters and 4 brothers. A lot of babies in my life. We had 2 children of our own that grew up.
Well, what drew us initially to adoption was the fact that we were rapidly becoming empty nesters, and we had room in our home and our hearts for fostering, always fostering first.
Our pastor at our church, he and his wife had adopted a set of twins and a little girl. And I watched how much love there was between all of them, and I think God laid it on my heart that that's the direction he wanted us to go in. So we started the process, we pursued it. I was looking to adopt. That was in my head the whole time, in my heart the whole time. But we did go into fostering. We got our license, got Andrew on December 8th, 1998. But that's what drew us to adoption.
We had several kids that we fostered, and they went back to their birth parents, which is really supposed to be what happens. But when parental rights get terminated, then the foster parents have the inside track at adoption. It didn't used to be like that in the old days, but the laws changed, and they lean more towards the foster parents being able to adopt a child that became available.
Having babies again was taxing sometimes, but the moment I saw Andrew when we went to pick him up that night, he was in a onesie. He had been left alone for many hours. He was dirty, he was hungry, and he looked like the saddest little 5-month-old I've ever seen. And from that moment, I looked at him, and I looked at him as mine, which probably isn't a great thing to do when you're fostering, because there is risks of children going back to family members. But we brought him home, and you could tell that Andrew hadn't been held a lot. There wasn't a lot of emotion. He was starving, so we went to buy food at Myers, get baby bottles. We weren't prepared at all.
In fact, I could tell you that the one that we're talking about is Andrew. If Andrew would have gotten away from me after being with us for 2 years, and some shirt-tail relative would have swooped in and got him away from us after we had had him for 2 years, I would have been all done with fostering at that point. I wouldn't have been able to foster anymore, because it would have just broken my heart. So we were able to adopt him, and that was almost 25 years ago when we first got into fostering.
But it's changed my life in that I feel very blessed that I got to do it twice. I got to raise biological children, and then I also got to raise adopted children. And to me, it's more of a blessing than I could have ever imagined. Andrew was special because I saw a little baby that hadn't experienced an enormous amount of love in his life before he came to us, a little withdrawn. And even during the first year, I saw a baby start to blossom, start to open up and accept the love that we were giving him. I saw a unique personality, a little firecracker, a spirited little boy. And that's what we've seen over the next 23 years, is a very spirited, dedicated, driven young man who we're very, very proud of. Very proud of. But that's what makes him special, is his unique personality and his drive to succeed at things.
It's Andrew Reed. Glenn and Becky are my mom and dad. I was adopted at a young age. It was a good household, good morals, and good Christian home, and they taught me how to be a good person. I'm happy and blessed to be adopted. I thank God for that.
How has being adopted changed your life for the better?
It gives me more opportunities that I probably would have had if I wasn't. Good school, playing sports, being able to play video games, be in a better area of life.